like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UMass. Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UMass will kick off and will be underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So USC's offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well.
Wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So UMass offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here? Won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boy, they had a chance to into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. The screen, he's got wheels. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lane. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
The play action fake. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Found a seam on the left. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Price. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Caught, goes to the marker, it's Harding. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Gives it on the option. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I like the adjustments from this offense from 1st possession to 2nd. Like 1st possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal, and let's see From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Minutemen. They punctuate the chance.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard. It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Pass the touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harding. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Still looking on the move. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man.
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
UMass lines up with a first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Texas Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Lane. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Leaves it with the back. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Going right to work up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harding.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they...
Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UMass.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
USC 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Crosses the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. They opened up this drive getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again.
Brings up second down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 6th. Into the coffin corner. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Harding. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too, and got to hold on to that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. You're going to look out there and that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me and double coverage.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Well, and that's a throw the quarterback, I think, has got to make, right? He's a left-handed quarterback. He's rolling to his left, so this should feel comfortable for him. It just wasn't an accurate throw. The defense comes away with the pick.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lane. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabs it inside the 15. They get it stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Now from inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Bringing the heat. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. On fourth down, looking to pass. They got him. This defense to turn it over on downs. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lemon. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He splits the uprights. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody will stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air, looking to scramble. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some...
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw again. Gets it out quickly. He's loose. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Minutemen were pinned deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on his...
Touchdown, Minutemen! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB...
Between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now. And like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 15 to Arkansas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And tackled there by the defense. The Trojans want to move quickly. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown USC.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Anderson. And they're able to get him on the ground. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Creates a little room. It's a running room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
That's caught. It's Harding.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's caught. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The stop is
Yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Minutemen.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease at the 17.
And the UMass offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker. It's Harding. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapting. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Look out, he's got room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, marking at the 46. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Rides the back and leaves it. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, has been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he can play another 4 quarters.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, UMass! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Western Kentucky is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 30 over Nevada. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lemon. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it's caught at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. At the 21.
And the UMass offense will take over. First and 10.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off play action on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Hardy. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Got the first himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
Touchdown, UMass! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Direction.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Sanders. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the Trojans get enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's...
There he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room. As he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Quarterback extends the play. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open spaces. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.